Hello, this is Bridget Rau with Divine Essentials. Hi guys, how are you? I know it's been a while since I've uploaded. This Mercury retrograde has kicked my arse. It's been very crazy. Technological difficulties. I got my new decks, like two of my new decks the other day, and just so much stuff has been going on that I haven't even been able to show you guys. And I just had some more stuff go on, and I was like, you know what? I've got to give them something before I go to sleep. So I figured I would ask what you guys need to know the most right now, because I'm assuming if I'm like all messed up, somebody else out there probably all messed up, communicating obviously isn't working properly. Like my email stuff has been all messed up, Instagram has been messed up. I actually just recorded one of their emergency readings. I got all the way to the end of it, and then it died, like the thing died on the app, and it deleted it all, so I had to re-record it. So the time that I was going to spend working on a, reading for all of you, was working on that. So basically, we have Deeper Desires and the Soul Purpose Oracle here, and I was asking, what are the deep desires? What does my collective need to know the most right now? So this is for anybody that it resonates with. Obviously, it can't be for every single person out there, and this is just a little check-in, to give you guys some energies of what people may be thinking, feeling, and wanting at this point. Also, I have the Soul Purpose Oracle up here, so I asked, what people needed to know in regards to that within their twin flame journeys, their soulmate journeys, their divine counterpart journeys. And the first one that I had come out was Imprisoned from the Deep Desires. So it says, break me free from misery. I feel like whoever you're dealing with, that could be a couple of things. That could be somebody that is married, or that could just be somebody that has something karmic in their life that's really holding them in a place of like, ugh, like this doesn't feel good. Could even be the collective energies we're in right now. I know I've been feeling like, break me out of this, like wanting to just kind of throw in the towel, like getting to that level of frustration of like, I quit. So I feel like that could be, represented in a myriad of ways. Wherever your person is, whatever the karmic situation is within your situation, whether it's like drugs or alcohol or people or family dynamics, religious backgrounds, different racial stuff, physical distance. I feel like that's something that could be really weighing on people at this point. And you could probably both be feeling like, just break me out of this misery, whatever could be causing some issues in your life. And the next one was Nourish, which says, let me feed you, love you, fulfill you, give you what you need. I almost feel like that's a shared thing again, where it's like whatever this imprisoned type of energy is, it's like, I just need you to nourish me. I just need someone to like fill me up, feed me, give me something that is good and yummy. It may be for some people love, it may be for some people like actual food, but it feels more so like just to like nourish you, or to like give you that little break, or that little bit of time where you're not feeling all of like the tension or all of the frustration that could be, in your life, things that you may feel like you're locked to, or they feel like they're locked to. Because again, this just feels like everybody could be being impacted by that. And then Intimate is saying, I just want to hold you. So, that may, again, I feel be you like going in along with that energy there. It's like, I don't really need much to be nourished at this point. I just need someone to like hold me, or give me a little pat on the back, or basically just give me some sort of like recognition or love, or just anything that feels different from whatever this person or yourself have been kind of imprisoned within. And then we have Watching, waiting and watching for the perfect moment. So this could be you or them again, but I feel like with everything that's going on in people's lives, on a day-to-day, if someone's married or someone has all these other things, they could be kind of waiting and watching for the right moment to kind of break out of whatever their prison is. But it also feels like there's a part of them that like wants you to help them with that. Maybe you need to encourage them to make their move, or something to that level, where this person's like waiting for the perfect moment. They may feel like they're stuck somewhere, and depending upon what's been going on between the two of you, they may feel like it's not the right time to break out of their situation, or whatever their karmic loop is. I feel like this is like, I'm getting that circle energy with that, so I feel like it's something that's probably been looping. And these types of energies, I do a lot of readings on the Instagram TV because they're just quick little like 15-minute ones. This type of stuff is coming out last night where it's like somebody's definitely out there who may be, you know, attracted and wanting like that, you know, sexual connection with you. But out of all the cards that could come out of here, there's a lot of ones that feel more like, I just want to be held, or I just want to be nourished. Like, it's not like I want to be like wham bam. So I feel like there are that type of energy in the collective right now, more of a nostalgic, you know, Six of Cups type of vibration. The next one out was massage. Put your feet up and relax while I rub you head to toe. And then we had hidden. Let's disappear and explore our deep desires. So I feel like, again, this may just be like you guys wanting to get away from whatever tension you have. Maybe you're somebody that, you know, would be considered like a power couple. Maybe this person has like a really demanding job, or you have a demanding job, or there's just something in your life that, you know, takes a lot of time and energy and attention. And it causes this tension to build up, and it's like this person or yourself just wants to disappear and be able to kind of, you know, feel good and relax and be intimate and to be nourished and to just break away from those things and to have some fun. It says, just hold my hand and let's have some fun. Cuddling, wear me out and waste the day. So again, it's like somebody does want to be intimate. They do want to, you know, get freaking diggy, but I don't think that's like the main goal there. It's almost like that could probably help to break out tension or to like release, you know, energy of like, but then afterwards just being like, okay, like, let me just chill, because that's all I really want. And with this too, this is about eye contact. I'm sorry, I'm picking up the wrong one. I was just showing you, that's the cover of the new deck. So this is eye contact. Look deep into my eyes, bite that lower lip, kiss me like you need me, like you might never see me again. I feel like this person may be having issues in their life, like feeling like they would just like to have somebody to feel that way with, you know, to look into their eyes, to feel like you actually care if they're there or not, to worry that you might not ever see them again. You know, like that type of love where when somebody leaves the house, it's like, you know, you give them a hug and a kiss because you never know what's going to happen. Like, for somebody to actually care about them on that level, or for you may be feeling that way, especially if you've been in karmic marriages where it's like, bye, get out. Like, you know, that type of crap where it's like, nah, I don't care if you come home or not. I feel like they kind of just need somebody that actually cares, or you just need somebody that actually cares. And while I was saying that, I was looking up and I was seeing the committed. So for some of you, you definitely could be committed to something other than this person that's causing some issues. For others of you, it could just be that there's things that need to be cleared out, you know, or feeling, you know, it could be work, it could be the family stuff, you know, it could be all types of things. But I feel like people kind of want more of intimacy rather than to feel like the ego stuff, you know, like the ego power, the ego trips right now. And then we had closeness, come a little closer, love, and lay your head on my heart so I can sleep in peace tonight with protect. So this feels like masculine energy, more so like the masculines are usually the ones that would want to protect, you know, give you that type of safe haven to lie within. And I feel like if there has been distance, they may want you to come closer to them so that they can, you know, feel that way with you. And there probably is tension building because it says, I'm going to rip your clothes off. And with the power couple, it's like, lift your skirt up, let's see who's really in charge. There could have been a power struggle. There could have even been a power struggle within masculine and feminine energies, like who's doing the pursuing or who's doing what. I find that to be something that's common within these things. And divine masculine was on the bottom of my soul purpose here. So I feel like this may be overall energy impacting the purpose of your connection, where it's like honoring the sacred masculinity and power to give yourselves clarity and confidence by like honoring them in their, you know, appropriate role and all of that, and to embody your divine role depending upon who you are. As you embody like the divine feminine energy, which is the ways of the sacred feminine, and allowing for cycles of rebirth and receptivity and intuition on all of that, I feel like you allow for the masculine energy to be embodied by the person that, you know, fits into that, whether it's a man or a woman or whatever. I know everybody has their own dynamics, but I definitely feel like that's something that is needed at this time. And Over here, I feel like this is tied into somebody that may want to travel downtown because it's oral, somebody wanting the mouth, and then the undress is like about taking your panties down. So this person may want you to do that, or you may want to do that, or you may want them to do that, or vice versa. But I definitely feel like that's not the overall like main focus within this energy. Okay, so whoever you're dealing with, their deeper desire is actually, for some of you, it's like a big commitment. They may want to have a kid with you, but again, I don't think it has to be that. Because this is, give me a piece of you, place it deep inside. My body gives to you a life we both desire. I feel like you may need to nurture this person again, nourish this person in that inner child, to give to them the love that maybe they feel like they don't have right now, to give them like the energy of a divine feminine empress who's going to nurture and love and, be receptive to them and, do the things that a divine feminine does. And that allows them to do the things that a divine masculine does. I definitely feel like there could be feeling like this is a delicious, treat, but I think it's beyond that, okay? For a lot of you, it's beyond that. I mean, I'm sure you could be dealing with somebody that's all they want, but that's not the type of vibration I'm getting from this. This feels like somebody who, their inner child is really kind of crying out right now. It's for cleansing, for healing, and to get back into being a free spirit. So the cleansing card is about you release and purify emotional debris. I feel like as some of you, that could be what your role is. You could just be a divine feminine who helps to clear that stuff away from other people. Or you could be a divine feminine who's been committed. You have committed to a sacred union. You could be committed to a sacred union. And by doing that, by coming into that union in appropriate energy, you do cleanse and heal and shift things. And I feel like for a lot of you, you are in alignment with your mission. It says you are aligned with your soul's mission, united. And there's another one in the deck that says separated. So the fact that you got this, I feel like these are people who've been on the journey a while, people who have kind of cleansed a lot of things, worked with their inner child. Maybe you've done a lot of meditation and some astral travel and things to that nature. But it's like you've been committed to this probably from day one. You probably haven't strayed, done whatever you've got to do here. And because of that, there could be somebody that feels that, or feels like they would also like to join you there, okay? And it doesn't matter your sex. You could be the masculine, and your feminine is now going to be able to embody her divine feminine role because you've been in your masculine role, and vice versa, okay? And the free spirit, again, ties into that inner child stuff. It's about you are here to enjoy life and to love freely. So it's about breaking out of that prison. It's about not caring what people think. It's about not allowing, the opinions of others to sway you from being nourished and loved and given all of this, stuff that I feel like this person wants, but maybe allowing themselves to get influenced by outside things or to stay stuck in something that isn't allowing for this to manifest into their world. And then the astral traveler says, that you would be traveling the universe, defeating darkness. So usually in astral travel, a lot of people who do it, frequently, they come back and they're like tired because you don't necessarily sleep. It's like your consciousness is out there dealing with stuff. And a lot of times you run into things that aren't necessarily great because a lot of the collective consciousness focus on crap that's not good or manifest stuff that's not good, and it exists not only here in the physical but in the non-physical and in other dimensions. So when you go into the astral, you can go anywhere you want, but I feel like if you're not like intending to go wherever you want, you may end up kind of having to like battle in some ways. And some of you, that may be what your purpose was here to do, to like go off and kind of work more so within the astral rather than in the physical. And everybody's got their thing. But if that's your thing, you probably still have to work a full-time job in order to, survive in this world. And so you're probably exhausted, okay? I know I've been exhausted lately, and I don't do it as much as other people I've talked to do, but I definitely, don't sleep throughout the night. I know I've like traveled. I've had some really crazy experiences and some scary things where I sleep paralysis. I've seen the Hack Man. He got me a couple times. It was not good. To the point where I changed the entire living situation I was in and forced so many things to change just because of his presence. But he showed up 3 different times on 3 different occasions. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm calling my mom as an adult, Mommy, It was scary. So you could have dealt with things like that, but I feel like that could be part of your thing here, is to kind of work on that level rather than, you know, in the you work in the mundane, but like instead of working 3D as like a healer, you may be healing through other parts of people. You could be connecting with people on the astral realm and assisting them to cleanse and release, emotional debris. Because that's what most of the dark stuff is. It's usually an attachment, or it's negative thoughts that have been manifested into an attachment that, turns into a demon, or it turns into something that, you end up having to fight because people don't address their inner stuff that they are holding on to, that's putting them into a place of misery. So that's actually a good thing, to have that as your purpose. And that is the soul purpose deck. We also have Earthkeeper here. You have been sent to protect Mother Earth. So the Earthkeeper, this energy also connects within like the Muneki stuff. The Earthkeepers are kind of like, they're almost like angels, I guess, for the earth, and they protect the earth in the ways of the earth, the ways of the divine feminine, the ways of the divine masculine. They're not just like about one thing or another. We have the day keepers, we have the wisdom keepers, and then we have the earth keepers. And so like the day keepers are the feminine, the wisdom keepers are the masculine, but then the earth keeper is like a balance of both. It's an archangel of sorts who actually is here to protect the earth, specifically in all things on the earth. So some of you may feel more connected to like the shamanic stuff, or more connected to the earth and to her, nature, and preserving her and making sure like the animals are good and the people are good, and that like the actual physical earth isn't being polluted. That would be somebody who's like running around and like an earth warrior type of energy. So I feel like for some of you, this is how you show up in your role as either a divine feminine or divine masculine. But it is, again, a very balanced energy. So if you're in this energy, I feel like you could be very close to your commitment, like coming into alignment with your commitment. It really does feel like the people in this energy here are good. I've been seeing a lot of different things over the past few weeks. And I know some of you guys are, some of you have healed and like walked away from things that you thought were divine connections. Some of you have healed enough so that the both of you can come together in a divine connection. And some of you, have basically just focused on yourself. But by doing that, you may be actually manifesting a divine connection with a person that, you maybe gave up on. And I just looked over here and saw this. So even though all this stuff is going on, you could be definitely being drained by people around you and through negative situations. So make sure you're putting up healthy boundaries and protection for yourself and your person, especially if they don't know about this stuff, if they're not, in the astral realms, if they're not cleansing themselves, if they're just stuck in something karmic and toxic right now, make sure you're putting this up for them. But it's like, there's such a good energy here. I feel like for most of you, whatever it is that they're stuck in is probably like the mind or something that they're really not stuck within. It could just be fear of approaching, fear of, making that, movement forward, because it says waiting and watching. But, I think if you can help this person to feel safe and protected, like on an energetic level, they may be able to come forward to make you feel safe and protected in the physical level, okay? So, again, guys, I'm sorry I haven't been able to record for you over these past few days. I taught my class, and then after that, I was trying to work on stuff and try to be on a regular schedule, and that just didn't work, and nothing's working for me electronically, and I've had people getting emergency readings. Those things aren't going out well, so it's like, I feel like I'm spending 12 hours a day getting nothing done right now. So I'm going to go to bed, and then I will be back soon, maybe not tonight, because I really need a break, and then I will do some more readings. And I also found out I never posted the extended reading for the fire signs last week. So if that's something that you are impacted by, it is available now. I just never hit publish. But it's there. If you want to see it, it was a good one if you are a fire sign. And actually, the Earth Keepers connected the element of fire. Masculine is, connected to that energy. So if you resonate with that on a different level, you could probably go connect with it. I can't remember. Oh, it was about taking an offer. It was similar to this reading, like the energy in it. It was a very high vibrational one. There was a couple other signs and elements that, they had their ups and downs, but that one was like, boom, like straight from the beginning to the end. it felt really high vibrational and good, like people who had been knowing what they're doing at this point, you know, not just coming into it like a hot mess and like, what am I doing, but ready to kind of go into a place of union, whatever that means for them, because I know each of you have your own meaning connected to that. All right, guys, so yeah, I do still have my special going. It's booked out for 7 weeks, but if you type in union into the coupon code section when you go for a hypnotic shamanic session, that's a 40-minute session with a 20-minute like overcap, which I tell you what I picked up in the session. There's a few cards that I pull before the session. I explain the mesa placements and why, you know, they moved at certain times and what they're connected to in your energy field. And that helps people to clear up any remaining blockages and things like that. I also have the emergency readings now, which are back within 72 hours from the time that you pay. Also, I added an 18 plus reading because I'm going to be shifting the content on the channel. There's not going to be, you know, just straight up 18 stuff anymore, because I'm trying to just be by the book and do things the right way. And I think that's it. So thank you guys very much. If you'd like to donate to the channel, there's a link down below. I also plan to get some stuff on the Divine Essentials channel again too. I don't know, man. Just haven't had it. This weekend really kicked my butt, basically. So thank you guys very much. In Mune. Namaste.